Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum viewers. I am Engineer Kar. I belong to Solar Tech Solution. Solar Tech Solution provide residential, commercial and agriculture solar solutions. Apart from that, we have wide range of solar products that include charge controller, breaker, inverter and panels. In this video, we are going to discuss about Power Mister MPPT solar charge controller. This is 60 ampere MPPT power point, maximum power point tracking algorithm based charge controller. In this video, we are going to discuss about this. Let's start this video. So here is Power Mister MPPT type charge controller. It comes in this box as you can see. I like to open this box and see what's inside. So when we open the box, we have a manual for this charge controller, and it says MPPT 60 ampere solar charge controller, and it has detailed instruction about its installation and how to use it, how to install it, and also information about how to wire it with the system. So this is the first look that we get when it reaches us. Here we have this on the screen. As you can see, there is an LCD display, and then we have these to save it from damages during shipment. And these are screws, mounting screws that we use to mount it on the wall. So let me get it out of the box. As it come out of box, it looks like something this. Here is its first look. This is all the product that we get with it. So this is Power Mister MPPT solar charge controller. Here we have a ventilation fan that is used to evaporate the heats, and here you can see we have Power Mister logo with that says MPPT solar charge controller. Here we have a display and 4 functional buttons. 2 of these, one this is an enter button that is used to get into the menu option, and here we have 2 buttons to scroll between different menus. Here is the programming button that is used to program. At the bottom side we have these terminals. This is the positive terminals. One of the best feature for this charge controller is that it has 2 terminals for positive point as well as 2 terminals for the negative point of the panel, so that you can connect 2 strings with this when it works for higher amps. Also we have 2 here connections for battery terminals, and we have 1 connection for load terminals. So these 2 terminals are for positive of the panel, and these 2 terminals are for negative of the solar panels. These middle terminals, these 2 are for the battery plus terminals, and this is for battery negative terminal. These are the load terminals that I used to connect DC load. One thing that I should tell you that we can connect a DC load less than 5 amps over this board. So it's for small DC load for lights and fans. So at the bottom side we have information about it that says MPPT type 60 ampere charge controller. The current is 60 amps and voltage it auto sends 12, 24, 36 and 48 volts. Maximum PV voltage that one can connect with this controller is 150 volt, and maximum PV input here shown when it is using 12 volts and 720 watt. When this is used for 24 volt system, it's 1440 volts. For 36 volt it says 2100 watt, and for 48 volt system it says 2800 watt can be interfaced with it. This is the solar capacity that we can interface with this charge controller. It's quite heavy when you pick up it in your hand, and in order to mount it against wall, we have these 4 holes for mounting screws that are provided with the controller. So these are 4 screws, and we have these L points. You connect it with this controller, and then we can mount it on the wall. So this is the overall overview of this controller, and now I'll connect it with the battery and see what we get at the menu. Here you can see I have connected battery with this charge controller. It displays some information on screen. In order to demonstrate that it can work with lithium ion battery, I have connected a lithium ion battery 12 volt and 15 ampere hour battery with it. It can easily work with lithium ion, lead acid and nickel cadmium batteries as mentioned in this manual. So let's see what we get. Here we have these buttons and it says PV panel, as I have not connected any panel with it, so it does not show any voltage over here. And this will be the watt that we will be getting from the sun. As you can see on the upper side, there is a battery symbol that shows battery has been connected with this module, and power is delivering to the output port. This output port is delivering power. When we collect load, it can turn on the load. As it is in 9 mode, as I haven't connected a panel with it, so it shows a moon and star symbol over here that says it's in 9 mode. So you can see when I press this key here, it says battery has a voltage of 11.6 volt, and no current is being consumed from the battery as it is not being charged or discharged at this time. This is 3.0. 3.0 shows the status of this charge controller. 3.0 means it's in night mode, and no charging is provided to the battery. When it works in MPPT mode, it shows 8.0, which says MPPT is working, it is charging the battery. Here you can see the temperature. Right now it's 28.7 degrees centigrade. Here there will be fault code initiated whenever some fault happens, or then it will show a fault code over here, and you can easily then solve that fault. Now let me how you can program it for lithium-ion batteries, as lithium-ion batteries cannot run directly. It has default setting for lead acid batteries. So we go to this, we press this program key, and it shows D00. 24 hertz at the runtime, that's 24 hertz by default. It's set on 24 hertz. Then you can press this button and it says 13.8. 13.8 is the battery charging voltage. So battery goes to maximum 13.8, and then we have this 14.8 in maximum charge of the battery, that we can say battery will float, and 10.0 is the lowest point at which it will cut off the load. D4 is the setting where you can set, let me check what D4 is for. D4, yes, D4 is default. Here you can set it for nickel lithium ion battery. As you can see 01, it says it's a lithium ion battery, and you can set it here. As you can see, I will press this program button, and in order to get in the menu you have to press this button. It will flash, then you can set any value and then press enter. It will save that value. Same is the case, you can go to any setting. By default it's for 13.8 as I connected one battery. If you connect more than one batteries, as it can work for 12, 24, 36 and 48 volt, it will automatically double this voltage. So this is the lower cutoff, and you can change it by pressing, and it will flash. When it flashes, you can use these up and down keys to set the value. By default it's 13.8. I will keep it 13.8. and D02 is the upper cutoff, but this is the high absorption charging voltage for the battery, and similarly it's for a single battery. If you multiply the batteries, then same this voltage will multiply. Here we have connected a 330 watt panel with this charge controller, and we'll see how it is working. There is no sunlight available right now as it's almost 5 p.m. Now we'll see what we're getting at the output side. Here you can see I have connected these strings coming from the panel of 330 watt to this charge controller. This one is positive side, that goes to PV plus cable, and this one is negative side, that goes to negative port of this charge controller. And here we have a small lithium ion battery pack of 12 volt and 15 ampere hour, that is positive is connected over there and negative is connected to the negative terminal of the charge controller. Here you can see at the display we have 11.8 volt, that shows the current status of battery, and this one is the amps that is going from the panel to the battery. So at this point right now we have 1.1 ampere going from panel to the battery, and current status battery is 11.8. Here is a symbol that shows battery is being charged from the panel. Here we have a sun symbol that shows battery is being fed through solar energy provided from the panel. We are also getting output at this load terminal of almost 11.8 volt. That would exactly same as that of battery voltage. You can connect a DC load over here up to 5 ampere. So here I will move and shows what we have next in a screen. So this shows the PV voltage. As I told you, I have only connected single panel of 330 volt, and this shows the voltage of the panel. Right now it's 35 volt almost, and it's generating 13 watts of energy. As I told you, there is no sunlight available right now. So it's delivering 13 watt of power from this panel to the battery bank. Here you can set from the programming value, you can set this one is D00. It's for the load time. Right now it's set for default value of 24 hours. You can set to any number of hours for the load port to work. You can set from value from 1 to 24. At D01 is the battery voltage 13.8 volt. That is the maximum point at which battery will be charged, and D02 is the higher floating charge voltage at which battery is being charged. So when you connect a single battery, it will be 14.5 volt, and if you connect a multiple battery, this number will get also multiplied to the number of times your battery is connected. Like if you connect 4 batteries or 48 volt bank, then this will be almost 14.5 into 4 times your floating charge voltage. Here you have D03 points. This will be the lower cutoff. As I have told you earlier, we have connected single battery 12 volts, so lower cutoff is set at 10.0 volt. At 10 volt, it will disconnect the load port and it will not supply further current to this port. D04 is a type of battery. Right now I have connected lithium-ion battery, so it has automatically detected at 01. If there is 01, then you can it will detect the lithium-ion battery, and you can set the higher voltage for this thing. You can select voltage level for lithium-ion batteries. This module can work for lithium-ion, nickel, cadmium, and lead acid battery and gel batteries also. So it's a universal MPPT type charge controller of 60 amps. So that's it for today's videos. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe the channel. Thank you.